What's going on? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everything is good. What's up, baby?
Oh, hello. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, well. I'm having a good day.
We're running a little bit late. I was here and ready to go though, just so everybody knows.
Okay. I can take accountability for myself. It was me who was running a little late.
That is true.
Yeah. I got off work a little late and came home, had dinner, and, you know, give me a minute.
hmm
hmm
That's what happened. Okay.
Your face is what happened, okay? See, I'm trying to be nice, but you want to. I'm done. I'm done with you.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Yuma boy said, listening from Yuma, Arizona, home of the criminals. He said, "Órale." That is true.
I have heard that a lot.
They do got
I
the out there.
I have heard that there are some criminals in Tucson. Just saying.
Well, too bad he said Yuma.
Oh, you did say Yuma. I was thinking Tucson. Well, them too. We'll just throw them all in one group. Okay.
It's all the same.
No, Tucson really does have high crime. That's not nothing. It's a
Maybe,
secret.
but we're not talking about Tucson.
I'm gonna throw them in there though too. Why not?
Okay,
All
got you.
right.
Not me, brother. I respect you as an individual city that you are. So it is what it is.
Shut up.
Big motherfucker, put the eyes out. What's up, fool? R. Lopez said the Choco Loco is here. I made it. He said, "Hey,
Oh, hey, Choco Loco.
white picket fence, cue wall. What's up, brother?"
Um, hello.
Porqueño said, "Fire content, ready for a banger. Watch out.
Oh my goodness.
Today
Please
is
stop.
gonna be a banger, guys. We're gonna talk about the same shit we talked about last time. Just kidding. We might change it up.
Well, I think for anybody that's new and hasn't heard any of our our old lives or I don't know, or wants to know information, if you have any questions you want to ask, now's the time.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, we definitely. I mean, I know I'm joking when I say what I say, but we do have good conversations here, especially when people really get into what we talk about, and when we're really sitting here and everybody has their own ideas as to what the best way is to reach these kids and try to help them deter them from going down that path and that life. I got a real cool email yesterday. I'm not gonna really say what it was. I'm gonna give kind of like ballpark just because out of respect. But it was a relative of an ex Cardinal from Arizona that I knew pretty well, who passed quite some time ago, and they were talking about that and basically just gave me, I don't know, like said thank you for what I do and support and all. It was a trip, man, to see it, to hear it like that from someone that actually also experienced uh, what it is to be betrayed and all that stuff in that life, and which there's so many stories of the same thing that we know it, and I'm just hoping that the word is getting out there now. I know there's a lot more people talking about that type of stuff nowadays, so hopefully that's a good thing. Um, Hopefully a lot of these younger kids are hearing more of the truth than the propaganda and all of that. So that's cool.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, if any of you guys have any questions for us or want to know something, whether it's personal or prison talk or our opinion on things, you can feel free to ask as long as it's not crazy.
Yeah. Both show. Patty Guardado said, hello, you both. God bless you. Right back
Oh,
to
hello.
you. How you do it? Marco Saldana says, saludos, Cricket and Jovan. Matt said, hey, sup, guys and gals. There you go. What's up, brother? Patty Guardado says, San Bernardino Khalifa. She's on Facebook, so everybody knows. I know you guys
Oh,
think
nice.
it's I don't know why they haven't made it so that they can Facebook can see YouTube and YouTube can see Facebook. But George Vialta said, "What's up, brother? It's been a while. I've been on here. Yeah, it's been about a week, no? Well,
Well, hopefully it's because, you're busy doing something good. And if not, then whatever it is you had to take care of, hopefully it all works out.
yep. We'll be here when you have the time, bro. Everybody got a life. They got to take care of their family. The important stuff comes first. We're gonna be here talking. Big motherfucker said, when you're the content creator, you make your own hours. Sup, fam? You,
Oh my God. Stop calling him that.
that is true, bro. I do work
Stop
from home.
saying that.
I do work from home. I even have cups and shit.
I you you need to be put in a straitjacket.
Red Sand said, Danzo Primos tuning in from Santa.
Oh,
You,
hello.
what's up, brother? R. Lopez said, let's give a shout out to the legends, huh? There's criminals in Tucson.
Oh my goodness.
Patty Guardado said, happy that you're on tonight. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know you're
Oh,
talking
nice.
about me. I'm pretty sure you're not talking about her.
I'm pretty sure you're happy to hear from me,
She,
so
she
don't
comes with
worry.
she comes with the package, so you guys just have to deal with it. But the treat,
No, no, you're not gonna treat me like a redheaded stepchild. No, that's not how that works.
no, you're like a trenza stepchild.
Okay, I can leave right now. I can leave right now.
You
You
can't.
got you got one more time to
You
get
can't.
crazy. I can.
Yuma Boy said that the high school mascot,
Uh-uh.
that's is it really the criminals? That's the Yuma High School's mascot is the criminals. Well, guess that's the message to send.
What is it?
The mascot of the high school, he said, is the criminals.
Oh my gosh.
Can that be true for real? Are you serious?
It probably is. I
That's
wouldn't doubt it.
it's kind of crazy, right?
You think?
Nachi Lewis, the Senor Cricket, Lady Cricket, and the rest of the familia. Peace, Cubo. What's up, brother?
Oh,
How
hello.
you doing today? Marco Saldana said, "What's up to everyone on the chat?" Yuma Boy said, look it up." Yeah, so I guess it's the criminal. I believe you. I just didn't know that. That's crazy. I guess it goes with. I mean, some of those high schools that call them like the demons, and there's all kinds of. What were you guys at Trevor Brown, babe?
We were the Bruins.
Oh, so nothing really. Fuck's a Bruin.
It's a bear. It's a type of bear that'll. Where are you?
Well, is it a
Like
gay bear?
no, with the the claws. It's like where. Well, that's a cat. Okay. No, what's the noise for scratching? Like how do you make a noise of scratching?
It's not like that.
Okay, well you know what I mean. So anyway,
Big
yeah,
Bubba
we were the Bruins.
R. Lopez. Facts. We still hear the Bruins. Yvonne Madrid. What's
You
up?
weren't anything because you didn't go to high school
I was a
because
writing.
you were a bad little kid that was locked up your whole life. So
I was no bullshit. I was a Wolverine for a little bit. I
from
was
where?
a
From where?
tallest in Wolverines. I was a Greenway Demon. I was a Thunderbird Chief. I was, I don't remember the other one. And then I was a running Rhino.
Yeah, that's when you were in the Rhine unit. Stop it.
Still had a damn mascot.
You had plenty.
Yvonne said, "Yay, I'm on time." LOL. What's
Oh,
up,
hey,
Yvonne?
Vaughn.
Whoa. Sergio said, "Hey, what's up, everyone?" There he is. There's the man of the hour.
Well, well. How are you, Sergio? It's been a minute.
Sergio been missing in action. There he is now. Gonna do something with Sergio. What's going on here? Am I skipping somebody? No, I'm not. Right?
Fine.
No, there. Okay, it's coming up. It just looked. It looked different right here. There we go. Okay, bam. Matt said, "You have any more sinner stories? If you're not, okay, speaking about it, hey, it's cool. I understand it's a cricket pensa en la tira, bro. I've told a few about sinner. Um, here's the thing with sinner, bro. He was a trip, man. So, a la neta, sinner wasn't all there. Um, it was he's a weird dude, man. So he was very religious, which was crazy, but weird. Like I said, he wasn't all that. He was, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. He had weird ways of thinking. Smart dude. Um, like he learned how to speak Nahuatl, could speak Nahuatl pretty good. Um, was into the cultura, was good. All that, but he was. I don't know, man. It was just crazy, and I think it came a lot because of how he was raised. It had to be. I mean, I remember when he got out the joint, me and Big PJ went and picked him up, Philip Jewell, and we took him. I don't know. We were driving around, whatever, and he's like, "Hey, go by my jefita's house." So we go, and he just got out after I don't know. I think he had done an 8 or a 10 or something. So we go to his jefa's house, and he's saying hello because he just got out. So he's saying hi to his jefita, his carnales. He had a carnal named Chingon, and there was a bunch of people. So he's saying Q or whatever. We're about to leave, man. And he asks his mom if she has any 9mm bullets. And she like thinks for a second. She goes, "Hold on, let me see." So she goes inside, comes back out and gives him a half a box of nines, and it's like, "This is all I have." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And to me, that it fucked me up because even though I was, I grew up in a there was a messed up situation. My jefita is not that type of jefita. You know what I mean? Like that. That just was a trip to me. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? No wonder this fool's so crazy. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, the problem with him was he was nonchalant about whacking people. I mean, that was his. It was his thing. That I mean, he was bad at that. Yeah, yeah. Sinner was a trip, man. And then when we got locked up, he would like his table. He would make it into a little shrine. He had the Bible open, the little Santito cards, and he would pray and shit. And like, but at the same time, he was just whacking fools like crazy. It was a trip, man. It was a trip. Our Lopez said, "Big motherfucker, yes, we are." What'd you think of Sinner, babe?
Um, I think he was a serial killer. You know,
Yeah,
he just didn't kill somebody that he had a problem with. I mean, he would kill anybody if he had to. He
yeah,
didn't have to know you. He didn't have to. He liked doing it like a sport. You know, so I think that was the problem. Obviously, and then just the story you told about his mom. That is a messed up situation. That's
yeah.
eh,
Well, remember his mom.
those are the type of homes that get the kids started and down that road and then turn out to be like that because there's no turning back.
Yeah. I know the other. I mean, the other story with the Zepita was when after we did one, she like prayed and threw holy water on us and stuff, and then told us that we wouldn't get caught for it. You know, it was just
That's the
real
most
weird.
stupidest thing. I know. I don't.
Remember, I told you about that. But
It's
I mean, that
stupid.
happened.
Like, I don't get people like that. That's the most dumbest thing. Like,
And here's the thing with Sinner though. But
you're
and here's
praying for not getting caught for doing a crime.
yeah,
Like, how does that sound?
that
How does that's just crazy.
with him there was a. I guess all of it is bad, obviously, right? But when you're in that world, there's certain things that you make you kind of make excuses for, I guess. So but there was some things you just can't excuse, right? And one of those, like there was an individual. I'm not gonna go too far into the story, but we ran into this guy that we thought maybe was wanted in a certain way. It turned out to be the wrong name. It was like a similar nickname, and it was the wrong guy. So, but we held them about 4 or 5 hours until we could figure that out. We still could not figure it out at the time. So we ended up taking him home so that we would know where we could find him if we needed to. So we take him home, and later that night, Sinner calls me and says, "Hey, I confirmed that is him. I'm on my way down there. Can you come?" Unfortunately, at that time, I had just done something else, and I couldn't get away. Salute. Um, and so I didn't. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately, actually. But anyway, but unfortunately, I had just done something myself, and I couldn't get out to the one he was going to. So he ends up doing that with on that dude, and it turned out it wasn't that dude, and I kind of knew that because there was no way that Sinner could confirm or get or not confirm, because the individual that could confirm it, and I know this is probably getting real
I
fucking
know, but that's just Sinner's way of convincing himself because he
yeah,
had it in his head that he already wanted to do it.
yeah,
So anything he could just, it's like he lied with himself and played a game within his own mind
yeah.
because he wanted to do it. And that I think is kind of like a serial killer, like
Yeah, that was the point I was
actions,
making. That was the point I was making. Like he basically he just wanted to do something. He just wanted to whack somebody, and so that was his opportunity. Even though the, there was no the dude did nothing wrong. Um, there was it's a crazy situation. I guess one day I'll tell that story in a way that I can. But it was just real sad. It just and that was one of a few that just was like, damn, bro, you just it's unnecessary stuff that's going on, and in the end, that's kind of what got me booked. You know what I mean? Because when we were in the meeting, um, while we were out there, we had already received a message. I received a message. Actually, Trigger had sent out a wheela saying, "Hey, man, you guys are out there causing a lot of heat, man. You guys acting like cowboys." That's the exact word he used. So then, when Dreamer said that in the meeting, was like, "Hey, bro, you're not gonna be acting like you was last time out here, like a cowboy doing all that." I'm like, "What?" So I felt I had to justify myself, and obviously, I was on candid camera. So Matt, he put the little guy up. Javier said, "How long have you been out the joint?" 8 years, brother. I got out July 1st of 2015. So 8 years after I went in September of 1995. Uh, got out. Uh, was out one time in 2001 for a few months. I got out again in 2002 for 4.5 months. That's when I was with Jovan. And then I got out in 2003 for 11 days. I got locked up in 2002. I got pulled over with a quet in the car. I ended up taking this trial. I beat that, so I got back out, but I was only out for 11 days in 2003. So a total of about 8 months. I was on the streets for um, from 1995 to 2015. But now 8 years straight, brother, doing good.
And I've been in jail now for 8 years straight.
Well, I kind of paroled to a halfway house. And,
Are
you
you
know,
serious right now? But I do want to talk about like there's different type of upbringings and homes when you're little. You have those parents that still want to be gang members, and want to be down and want to, whatever. And then you have the other parents that just neglect their kids and they're not gang members, they're not, in that lifestyle, but they still neglect and they still mistreat their kids and they're not there. And then there's other households where, sometimes the step parent is kind of real messed up or the parents are drug users. So it's just like different situations. Um, I think, Sinner wasn't really raised properly, if you take a look back, obviously, you
yeah,
know. Um, but, I know people that their parents were not involved in gangs and stuff, but they weren't the best of parents. So it's just sad. But at what point in life do you start taking responsibility for yourself?
yeah,
And I say that once you're at least 25, 26, you start looking into that and say, I'm an adult now, not a little kid. It is what it is, what was, and I don't have to continue to be that person, because once you're like 30, 40 and you're still gangbanging, I'm sorry, you're a loser. It just,
yeah,
if anybody wants to get mad at me for saying that, I don't care. You should not be 40, 50 years old throwing up gang signs and acting like you're still
yeah. Well,
that life.
I think part of the problem is if you're that age and gangbanging, you ain't no real gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? It's because if you're really gangbanging at 40, you should be in prison. You know what I mean? Like, there's not, if you're, it's just not, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it was just, Sinner was, it was just and it's sad. It's a sad, because his kid now is in there, his son. He had a bunch of kids. But I know right now one of his kids is in there. They were, for blasting a cop, and in there for I think life. That's or at least might as well be life football numbers. So it's messed up. You know what I mean? Like that's where the cycle continues. You know what I mean? And it's too bad. Um, but they were actually in the same pod together, and that's what I don't understand too. Like Sinner, he kind of lost it. So even inside, he tried to. I guess you have to say he tried to unalive himself. Um, and so they moved him to another like a medical ward or facility or something, whatever. And I don't get. I mean, I guess maybe he reached some kind of point, but I mean, if your son is right there with you, I don't know. It's just hard for me to imagine uh,
I
leaving.
think it's hard for you to imagine because you know that it's hard to imagine like how can a parent not love their kid enough? And
Yeah,
that's just the bottom line. There are some parents that don't put their kids first. They just don't. They put them second or third or fourth in their life. And it just is what it is. I'm not saying they don't love them,
yeah,
but they don't love them enough. And that's the problem. That's the problem with, a lot of parents. They don't love their kids first. They put them, second, third, fourth, and then that's, where there's no communication, there's no love there. It's just it becomes a problem and then the kid has issues later in life. So
yeah. Yeah, but there's so many. What's crazy is Sinner was only. When I tell these stories, when we say this, it makes it sound like we were out there for years. Sinner was only. I was out there for 4.5 months. Sinner got out while I was out there and went back in while I was out there. So he was only out for I think 2 months at the most. Um, it was, but the dude was just great. Like let me tell you, quick. And this one's not. This isn't like a war story, but it's just like kind of like his mentality, right? So we went to the store. We were gonna go buy some pisto. I remember we were gonna drink that night. He wanted to drink like I guess he had some nostalgia from when he was a kid. He wanted to get a thing of Old English and Strawberry Hill, right? Boom, Boone's Farm. And so we pull up at, I'm pretty sure it was a Circle K, maybe just some liquor store, I don't know. But we pull up, he has an undershirt on, and he has his cuete in his back pocket. You can obviously see it. The handle's hanging out. He's, whatever. He has brown dickies on, an undershirt, and the cuete right there. And so obviously no shirt to cover the cuete. When we pull up, there's cops there, uniformed police. They're playing security. I'm sure they're off duty, but they're still cops. You know what I'm saying? They're uniformed. We pull up and we get out the ramfla, and I don't think about it at first, but as he's walking in, I'm behind him, right? Because we're walking in, I see the fucking cueta. I'm like, bro, put that shit in the car. And he ain't even treated like he could care less. He's walking. I mean, we're both tattooed. You could tell more than likely. I mean, especially a cop could tell that we're more than likely felons. Um, and he just walks to the store, gets his pistol, puts it on the thing, buys it. We leave. The cops don't do anything, but they sure could have. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, this dude is out of his goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to get us booked on some bullshit. And that was just one of the things. There was other time we'd just be driving and he'd be holding a cuete in his hand. And when you put your hand as you're driving and you roll down the window, you put your hand outside the window and you can like make it do waves or whatever, right? He used to do that with a cuete in his hand as we're driving. And I'd be like, bro, put that shit in the car. Like it was just he just did not give a damn. And at the end of the day, that was the truth about him. And yeah, there was nothing cool about that. I did not want to kick it. I ended up telling him, brother, I'm not. When it's time to handle business, call me. But we're not hanging out. I can't keep doing. I don't run. I don't walk that. That's not the way I roll. You know what I mean? I was already taking chances that I shouldn't have been taking anyway. But yeah, he was a trip. Beto Ramirez, much love, Grillo y Jovan from Wickenburg, Arizona. Q.
Oh, hello, Beto.
What's up, brother? Beto se Q raza. Matt Man said, God bless you, cricket respect. Gracias. Thank you, brother. Right back at you. Yes, sabes. George Viata said, tell your lady hi for me. Hi, baby.
Oh, hi.
Kizar Souza said, good evening. How you doing, brother? He's on Facebook. How you doing? El Farmero. Macha. What's up?
Oh,
They said, Órale, B23 familia, I send mine in full. Giovanna, I send mine partially because I know you gonna hate at all on all my young and dashingly good-looking B23 carnales.
okay, well,
Bro,
hi to you. And it's not hating, it's telling the truth. So
you know what I'm
that's some
drinking?
that's some truth for you. Oh, like your home, like from in your hometown
Shit, Trash. I
when you
found.
used to walk 3 miles. And
Look, I got what the got different ones.
where'd you get those?
So we're in for a long night, guys. I'm drinking and I'm gonna be on here live. I
My
don't know,
God.
huh?
Oh my God.
I don't know. They had them upstairs in the kitchen. So I grabbed some. Uh, George Vialta said, "Yeah, I've been trying to go to bed early, being in a lot of pain this past week with my back issues. That was the reason why I haven't been on here. Oh man, bro, when I
That ain't
start
no
having back
joke. That's
problems,
no joke.
yeah, I feel you, brother. Telling you, like, there's times when I'm doubled over from the pain. That shit. Sometimes this last time we took a trip. Maruka came out here. We took a little trip. It was a 3 hour, 4 hour drive, something like that. And I had
Yeah.
no back problems. It was a trip. Usually, shit. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Burkenia said, yeah, a lot of people speaking out. Maybe the momentum is picking up, and now hopefully kids have a few outlets. People are getting fed up with bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That is true. Um, the stories are coming, and I think that it was bound to happen. We talk about it here quite a bit. How the majority of the yardas in the joints now are they're not special needs. What are they called again?
Ah, that's so
PCR.
neat.
It's not special needs. I remember now, but sensitive need yard. Sensitive need. That's not. Anyway, so
Mm.
and that's not because you got a bunch of pieces of shit. This is we're not talking about people with gacho charges or ratas or nothing like that. It's politics that is getting fools crossed off, and most of them are it's bad politics. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as always. It's the betrayal, the backstabbing, the using and throwing away, all that type of stuff. So I think people are opening their eyes to that and seeing what it is. So that's good because now you can kind of lift the veil, you know what I mean, and see the propaganda for what it is, and these kids can see it for what it is instead of walking in blind in the end and then realizing once it's too late. Kazar said, "Are you guys California based?" No, brother, I am from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Well, yeah, Phoenix, Arizona, west side of Phoenix. Criminals rule, he said. Joe Lira said, for reals. El Farmero said, no, it's the Cibola Raiders and the Kofa Kings in Yuma, if I remember correctly. They might have something. R. Lopez said, yeah, they are the criminals. You never watched the Yuma news on Cheyenne? No, brother, I didn't. Um, when I only remember I was just there on a violation. So I went in, I didn't have a tubo. And I didn't like hang out at nobody else's shit to watch. Um, and I was only on the Yarda. I went on a violation. I was there for like a month, and when I went back on another violation, is when the feds hit me with the charges. So they put me in CDU, and then drove me off to SMU and put me in the VCU in SMU. So I never got to see the news out there. I saw it when I was in Tucson. That's the one, K Gun 9, I used to watch all the time. Burqueño said, remember the McDonald's burglar? All for the kids. LOL. I know, right? Damn, what the hell? She just disappeared. Where's she at? She'll be right back. She probably closed it or something. But yeah, I remember the burglar. That was yeah, little guy. But his thing was stealing hamburgers, right? There she is. What's up?
My bad.
All good. Matt said, LOL, come on, bro. Really? UCLA Bruins, though? Oh, I didn't even know UCLA had Bruins, bro.
Uh,
I don't pay attention to sports that much, as you could tell. But I just had to clown her.
Jealousy will get you nowhere.
Kizar Souza said, anyone familiar with Salinas Valley Prison? And then he said, meow. You doing is that the scratching, bro?
Is that like a scratching?
No,
Like a,
that's what you did.
yeah.
Fatmero said, my nephew and nieces go to high school in Monterey County. They're Bruins also. A Bruin is more deadly than a Grizzly. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's okay.
Everybody's going to back her play.
I was, yeah, I was a Bruin.
Disco El Super Visto. What's up, brother? He says, sup. He put a little burrito on a chili.
My mom was a Bruin. Yeah.
Kizar Souza said, white fence. That's a nickname they use for Maruka because she grew up. It's a representation of how she grew up, right? That she had a white picket fence around her home because she grew up she had a nice upbringing.
I
Pues.
really think that's all that was missing in my life
The white picket fence,
is our home. Yeah, because we really did have
it would have been hit
like
up.
a good upbringing, and I like I said, I appreciate my parents so much for giving me that life and for teaching me, what to do. So I think that, when I had our son, that I kind of knew what to do already. So
Mm-hmm.
it was passed down a little bit.
Thank you, Bakhtiar Esfandiari. What's up, brother? Thank you for signing up to be a member. Hopefully you enjoy those little things that are in there. I'll put some more here shortly. Matt said Creek got expelled from a lot of places. Damn, bro. Yeah, it was. I wasn't very good at high school.
He was a bad little kid.
Art Lopez said he said Rhino Rhino. Remember that? I know you remember Lopez, brother. They used to
That
have
doesn't count though.
on the basketball court. They had that drawn on the ground, like on the sidewalk or on the the concrete. Why doesn't it count?
That don't count. You're locked up.
That was the mascot. I didn't make it up.
I know, but that doesn't count.
I was still in high school. It was my senior year.
Oh my gosh. Poor guy.
George Rialto said it's all about USC Trojans. Big Mother said Catalina High School Trojans 100. Catalina. Kizar Souza. Is that a phone number? Oh. R. Lopez said Big Motherfucker Catalina Trojans Cubo. That's where I went. Didn't finish, but I was there. Big Motherfucker said R. Lopez, same here, almost, but not quite graduated. Kizar Souza said, my pops got 2 L's without plus 40 years trying to get him interstate transfer. Sorry to hear that, brother. Hopefully, hopefully you're still able to have a relationship with him and you don't blame him too much for whatever it is, you know? Some of us are selfish and then sometimes we realize it too late, you know? Matt said, laugh my ass off. Damn, bro, crazy. Melissa Perez said, hello, watching from 956.
Oh, hello.
Matt said, damn, Cricket, you those were hella active. LOL, John Wayne. Well, it was, Sinner pushed that, bro. I'm not no innocent victim, obviously. We're doing what we're doing, but Sinner was just a nut, bro. And so things happened, you know what I mean? There was, without him, there would have been a lot less activity, but, you know, yeah, he was a. It was what it was. George Villalta laughing. Matt said, damn. 2021 said, El Sereno Rifa. George Villalta said, life will catch up to them eventually at the age of 40, and if they're still gangbanging, there's something wrong with them. Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, for sure. I just can't see it. You know what I'm saying? If you're still gangbanging at 40, bro, then you ain't gangbanging hard enough. You know what I mean? You should have been laid down if you gangbanging. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. If you're about that life, if you're into that, you know what I mean, then for real, then you shouldn't be on the streets. Not, I'm not saying that in a way where you shouldn't be. It's just you should have done something that would have got you put away. You know what I mean? It just that's what it brings. And that's the point I think that we need to get across to these kids. That's the only outcome of true gang banging, of any of that criminal activity. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna go to the pinta. There's no question about it. You know what I mean? You may get away with tons of things, and eventually, they get you. There's no. I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard. There's no retired drug dealers. There's no retired gangster. It just doesn't happen. It's either you stop and you change your life, or you end up in prison, or you die. And then if you do end up in prison, if you get involved in all the politics and stuff, inevitably you'll be betrayed. And it's just the same cycle for everybody. It's just that's the way it works. That's the way it is. And at one point, a lot of us were blind to that. Nowadays there's a lot more open conversation about all of that stuff, but at one point we believed the bullshit, all the propaganda about how it was carnalismo and familia and all that bullshit. So we strive to be a part of that. Then once you're in there, fuck man, everybody's trying to whack everybody, and there's jealousy and there's betrayal and treachery and perniciousness, and it's just ridiculous. So if we can keep getting the message out and keep putting that out there for the younger individuals to hear, hopefully they'll catch the drift of what we're talking about, and a lot more people are talking about it. That's the good thing. Felicia Perez from Mesa, Arizona. I had a tia named. Well, I have a tia named Felicia Perez. Oh, I'm sorry if I skipped you. My bad. But Jovan, did you know that for a successful marriage, they say you're actually supposed to put your marriage first and kids second? I don't agree, but they say it's proven to make a marriage last.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I knew my old boss, his father was very abusive. He used to beat him and his mother, and the mother put the father first, and then he ended up having issues as a child. And I mean, he became a better man, but had she chose her kid over her husband and the father of her kids, excuse
Salud.
me, maybe they could have had a better life. Um, but she didn't. And that's just too bad. When you have kids, I'm sorry, they become, front and center. They become everything before. It's no longer about you anymore. They didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
If my son came to me and just said, Mom, uh, I don't want to live with my dad. I don't want us to be with him. He's mean, or he's this, or it's not what I thought it was going to be, or whatever reason. Of course, I'd have to pick my kid. The same thing with you, babe. If he came and said, my mom's very abusive, or I don't like what she's doing, or just whatever reason, you're going to obviously take your kid out of that situation. Any good parent, any normal human being would obviously pick their kid first.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind that parents don't. They do not put their kids first. Some of them are just very, very selfish. They just don't put their kids first.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
But
I'll never get it.
if our son did that, I mean, and you had to do it, that would like destroy your life. You know what I mean?
Why would it destroy my life?
Walking away from me?
Oh my God. Bye. I'll see you in 20 years or something when he's grown and he allows me to,
See?
date you again.
See? You gotta come back. You always gotta come back to daddy.
No, I don't gotta go back. Shut up.
Joe Lita said it's not like it was in the 80s and 90s. No, it's not. That's true. I guess, and I don't know if it's worse or better. I think it's a good thing it's not like that. But now I think a lot of these kids, they don't value life. You know what I mean? I mean, we didn't really either, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not sure what the difference is. I mean, I know the difference, but it's like which way's better or which way's worse. I just wish both generations would have been a little different.
I'm gonna jump a little ahead. And Farmero said, obviously, it applies to cases with abuse, but they say that it helps a marriage if you put your spouse first. And I don't care what the professionals say. I don't care. The person, the child that I gave life to, my little human being, will be the first ever in my world. And then and then my spouse is second, and everybody else. Like, I
And
don't.
I think they may not be. They're not talking about abusive situations or a fucking piece of shit vato. I think
It doesn't matter. I'm still putting my kid first.
yeah,
It does, you know.
but I think what they're talking about is not having to choose. I think it's just the relationship. I don't think it's yeah. I don't
It's
know.
saying put your spouse first, and then the kids are second.
Yeah, but in what context? I mean, put your spouse first is for what? I mean, for date night? Okay, cool. But are you talking about your spouse is molesting your daughter and you still got to stay with them? Of course not. So I mean, the context matters when you know what I mean, when we're talking
Well,
about.
if Mijo said he doesn't want us to go out, wants us to stay, then we're staying.
Shut your ass, that fool. Shut up.
He checks you. Don't act like he don't.
Okay. Melissa Perez said times have changed. Travis Drury said, "What's up, everyone? Glad it caught the light. What's up, Travis? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute. since you caught one. Now you were here like two ago, right? So, Krusty, ¿qué hubo le? He said, órale, saludos, Cricket, Jovan, and chat. B23, ¿y qué? He said.
Hey, Christy, I saw you on your live, and I saw that you were going to King Taco over there in East LA, and that's the one that we always go to when we go to California. Okay, you can roll your eyes, but before no, you could do all that because you know it's true.
I grew up right up the street from that.
You're an idiot because you did it. I even have pictures there when we were going there, so don't even with me.
Me too.
But anyways, Krusty, before I was rudely interrupted with his eye rolling, um, yeah, that one's a good one. That's the old one.
That's King Taco right there.
Shut your face.
I was right there. AP, what's up, fool? He said, órale, how's everyone?
Oh,
AP been missing in action, watching the Goonie. What was he watching? The Frost. What the hell was it?
he watches BTS.
Well, that too. No, but he was just watching something with the little characters. Anyway,
Oh, the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
He's a noob.
Now he's back. You whoa. Wait, house in Phoenix. Yo, yeah, caught alive.
Are
What's
you
up?
are you back, AP? Are you back in the States? Did you make it over?
Cortatela. Oh yeah, caught alive. What's up, Chronicles fam? Love the creative content and B23 always. He said. I am a content creator.
No, you're not. Stop saying that. It makes me it makes me want to hurt you every time you say that. Stop.
You think when new people come in and they hear me say that, they think I'm some kind of arrogant ass dude?
No, because there's people out there in YouTube world that really talk like that, so they think that it's and I'm telling you, it's just
There's some that are out there that really are, but you're talking about like they got millions of shit going on. George
okay,
Vial,
Ben Shapiro is a content creator.
no, he's not. He doesn't.
Shut your how dare you?
All he does is talk. That's not content creator.
How
It's
dare
the
you?
same thing I do. The
He
hell?
has millions of followers and then other people on his podcast
No,
like
that doesn't mean nothing. It's not about followers. It's about creating content.
he does create
No, he
content that
doesn't.
gets millions of views.
He sits there and talks. That's not creating content.
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever talk about Ben Shapiro in that way.
Shut up. You and Ben Shapiro. George Vialta said, yeah, I may have to have surgery for it. The doctor already told me about it and how we had the MRI results and does not look good, and their sciatic nerves are pinching together. Really?
Ooh.
You're gonna have surgery? They told me mine was I couldn't have surgery, that it wasn't repairable or some shit like that. The
No, they said that about your face. They didn't say that about your back. Your back, they gave you medication.
bitch. Thunder Cakes. A cricket serious question. Would you
Okay. And you know what? That's probably like a 40-year-old person in their garage with a cat.
If someone knocked this shit out the box, we have no time for that type of shit. All right. Matt said you should have been laid down. LOL. That way funny. Oh, me? Been laid down? I should have been. Rocky Gonzalez said watching from Turlock, California. Yeah,
Oh,
I know
I've
Turlock.
heard of that place.
Rocky Gonzalez said kids first, no matter what. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
For sure. Absolutely. Joe Lira said watching from Globe, Arizona. Jessica
Oh, nice.
said hello from Ventura, California. She said, yes, I agree. My kids come first. They should. Absolutely. You know, I think it's and I'm not trying to make excuses or say the vato should come first, nothing like that. I think that if you're in a healthy relationship, then you have to pay attention to your vato and vice versa. The vato has to pay attention to the ruca. There's got to be some there. I think when we're talking about that, choosing your kids first, The context is in if the vato's a piece of shit or the ruca's a piece. You know what I mean? If there's in any way there's any kind of chance that your children could be damaged by the way he acts or something like that, then obviously yes, of course, choose your kids first. You don't want. I mean, that's basically the situation I grew up in, right? So, um, a lot of heartache and loss and a lot of shit could have been, uh, I don't know, could have been prevented if things were different. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, that I think that's a fast and hard rule. You have to choose your kids when it comes to something like that, no matter what. Remember, kids, man, they little things have big consequences on them. You know what I'm saying? Like they remember traumatic experiences, like I mean, not like we do. You know what I mean? They can't compartmentalize stuff the way an adult can. They can't. And then a lot of times, I think since the adult thinks the kid doesn't know or shouldn't know, they don't end up talking to them about whatever it is that the trauma is, and that's part of the problem too. You know, what I mean, there's just so much. I mean, again, the big thing is broken homes. I mean, I'm always gonna come back to that, and you can see it in the pintas. The pintas are full of people that came from broken homes. Period. You know that. I mean, if you need evidence, it's right there.
You know, I lied. Uh, there wasn't a perfect moment in my life when I was little. I was just discussing this with my mother again earlier today, and I did have a it was dramatic. It was traumatizing moment in my life where, we were at the mall and she took me to the mall and she selfishly bought herself something because they had a family party to go to and she wanted to get herself a dress or something, I don't know. And she didn't want to buy me this doll. And so I was really mad about it because every time we went to the store, I got something, right? And this one time, I didn't get anything. So we were going in the car, and I didn't want to get in the car. And she thought she was going to be funny, get in the car and drive a little off. And haha, it's funny. See, I'm going to leave you. And there was a guy across the parking lot in a truck, and he looked at me and told me, "Come here." And I got so scared, I started running towards, my mom's car. She thought that, see, I told you, she thought she taught me a little lesson. But I still remember that to this day. And you know how, like, traumatic that is? It's hurtful, it's painful. So I guess I can say that I did have a little bit of, at least one time in my life, trauma. No.
Shut the fuck up. That's not trauma.
Yes, it is. I could have been molested, I could have been kidnapped, I could have been killed, I could have been all that.
Could have been is not trauma. The fuck?
I could have been if I would have went over there with that guy that called me over.
He's probably just trying to save you. You just
No,
pictured him.
no,
You just fucked up his whole life.
no. I think I should go get help for that because I just don't know if I'm ready to let that go yet. I
You
don't.
should. You
I
should go.
should. I really should. I
You
think I
do need
should.
help. That's true.
Your face needs help.
God, ridiculous. I don't even know why I let her tell that story.
I was just talking to my mom about it today.
I heard you. That was ridiculous.
It wasn't ridiculous. It just, you know, little things affect kids and they remember. They remember these things forever.
Chris Kringle said, "Que vole cricket and Miss Cerco Blanco. Hope all is well. You two should do a live on communication between husbands and wives." Nah, we're not good at, bro. You know how much
Have you
criticism?
heard the way he talks to me?
Yeah, I've already had people come on here and say, "God, you're so disrespectful to your wife. Why do you talk to her like that?"
In
In
that voice?
that fucking voice. Listen, and I've said it before. Her and I clown. We have fun. None of this is out of disrespect. I love the shit out this woman. Everything we do together. We're best friends, and that's why I do it. It's like fucking with your homeboys. That's how I feel with her. I can clown. I can call her names. I can and people get wigged out because it's not a normal thing. I get it, but that's how we roll. You know what I'm saying? And when I do it and when she does it, we do it in fun. We're having fun. We're living life. We're not. It's not about
Sometimes
disrespect.
though I really do want to punch you in the face.
Yeah, it's your
Sometimes I
bitch.
really do. Sometimes I do.
Yeah, sometimes I want to too. Slap the shit out of you.
Sometimes I do. I'm not lying. Sometimes I do.
Jojo Az, he put the little bite. You see that, brother? We got it.
Okay, Jojo. Well, that bike wasn't for me. So let's clear that up, Jojo. Ha ha. It's so funny.
The bike,
Stupid. What was his comment that you put on there?
yeah, something about I see you got your, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I seen it. Sergio beat
Well,
the
it
streets.
wasn't for me, okay? It was for a kid. Thank you very much.
He said perniciousness oilo.
Oh,
You like that? I got a vocabulary, bro.
oh my God.
Jojo Az says salute, Grio, respects to everybody. Que ole. George Villalta said most definitely agree, brother. 100% on that. Ivan Madrid said 100. Jovan, absolutely agree with you. So here's Farmero. Okay, Jovan, quick question though. Who helped you give life to your son? Just curious. Boom. That's right.
Actually, it was a spirit that came in me.
You can call me that. I am like
I'm
God.
I'm I'm like the virgin, you know, Javon.
Wouldn't go that far.
Okay, well you shut your face.
Matt said, White Fence is mad about real
No.
hard numerals. Numbers don't lie, White Fence. Statistics.
God. And to say yes, you did help me get pregnant. Obviously I couldn't do it without you.
Help you. I had him first.
Okay, I hate when you say that. That sounds so stupid.
That's not how does that sound stupid? He came out of me first. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Got nothing to say, do you? You're at loss for words.
shut up.
George Villalta said, for sure, brother, 100. Matt said, laughed my ass off. Krusty said, LOL. Crick's one of my favorite content creators. There you go.
Oh,
Me and you, brother. Yes,
that's
I.
what we're doing? That's what we're doing? Okay.
Metal said, no, Jovan, they don't call themselves content creators. They call themselves journalists. Oh, wow. Jovan is a Shapiro fan. That explains everything. Shapiro would tell Jovan, here's a towel. Your back still a little moist. Just kidding.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't say that to me.
And
And,
that
and
is
and
funny.
yeah, you know what? It does explain a lot. It does explain why I'm, sane. Thank you very much.
And that is funny. Some of them fools do call themselves journalists. Huh? That is crazy. Yeah, you're right, brother. That's quite an interesting one. Matt said, damn, bro. Laughed my ass off. Krusty said, content creators need to stick together. Yes, we do.
Okay, you guys do that, okay?
Matt said, White Fence over here throwing big fades. J-Tube is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? He said, Orale, what's up, Cricket and White Fence? I'm tardy. You're good, brother. How you doing? We've only been on for
Party for the party?
we've been on for an hour only. You know, we still got about 5 more to go. I'm just kidding for anybody.
No, we're probably gonna call it a night here soon. It's
No,
already
we're
been an
not.
hour.
No, we're not. You ain't running shit.
I didn't say I was. I just said that.
I know. You're trying to run shit.
No, I'm not. Just
We're not
saying
getting off.
you got a big day tomorrow. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your
Big day.
meetings and stuff, and you don't want to be tired.
I have a big day every Tuesday. And you know, he never said shit about it. Now,
Yes, I have, and you know it. Sometimes we don't even go on Monday nights. But you know what?
what?
Excuse me for caring. Excuse me for trying. See?
Listen,
See, guys?
I'm 23 years old. I can run around the circles and I can go to sleep at 6 and get up at 7. I'm
You
good.
wish.
Matt said I have to get up early for the highlight tomorrow. Cricket gets to go. Good night,
Well,
everyone.
good night.
Got to go. Good night, everyone. God bless you all. All right, Matt. Yes, sabes, brother. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. And Fermetto said the guy in the car was really immigration. From
No, he wasn't Metal. No, he wasn't. I still remember what he looks like till this day, okay? It was an older truck,
he was trying
maybe a
to check,
maybe a
bro.
Ford. It was a white guy, and he put his little hand on top of, the steering wheel, because when you put your hands on the steering wheel, and he did his little hand like, like, come here, and I just took off running the other way.
He was trying to check, bro. Make sure she had her papeles.
Shut up.
George Vialta said, Ora, what's in Phoenix? And call it a night. Blessings, Chronicles fam. Órale, brother. Ya sabes. Have a good night, bro. Greg Jimenez said, hey, Grio, did you know David Aguilar, aka Hammer from Slow, either Pico Novo or LCM? I don't remember. No, I didn't know. No, I didn't, brother. Hammer, no. The ones I knew from Pico Nuevo, um, well, you know what's crazy is growing up, always thought Pico Nuevo was an older barrio than what it was in in Phoenix, in Arizona, in Sunny Slope. Um, but I remember the ones I met from Pico Nuevo was Night Owl, Lurch, Rascal. There was a couple vatos early when I was vato named Breed. Um, there was one more I can't remember, and then I remember when Sunny Slope, not Sunny Slope, I'm sorry, Pico Nuevo whacked Rooster from the Milpas. Um, I think it was Pico Nuevo that did that. Maybe not. I might have it wrong, but no, I don't remember nobody named Hammer from Pico or from Milpas.
But what's pico? That's like a stick, right?
Um, well,
Knife?
point, new point would be the translation.
Oh, new point. Okay. I was like, why would it be like like a stick or a one, like a,
No, we call picos, the night the the shanks picos, but it's just point, like a new point. It's actually comes from California. California has Pico Rivera, and then I guess they had a Pico Nuevo. They had the Plica out there. They have Pico Vieja, Pico Nuevo. Uh, but some of the Chopper is the one that actually told me, like, he was when the Vatos came from Califas and they kind of started. Chopper was with them, so he kind of had that story from when it started in
oh,
the
he's
mid.
old, old.
But it was only from the mid '80s. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a lot older. Chopper's like 10 years older than me, so I mean, it
No,
was
he is not. He
Chopper.
is not 10 years older than you. He's like 7. You were such a liar.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Chopper's like
You're
55, 56.
No, he's not. He's like 52, 53.
No, he's not.
Oh, I thought he was.
He went to
For real?
prison. He went to prison in like 91, 98, or 90 or some shit like that.
Oh, I thought he was like 53.
No, he's like, I think he's exactly 10 years older than me.
Oh, you look older.
Shut your bitch ass up. G Thought said, Cricks, what's up, brother?
Are you going to be 47 this year?
No, fuck
Or
you. I'm gonna be
46?
46. What the fuck?
No, you're going to be 40.
Huh?
You're going to be 47 or 46?
46. Shut up. You know.
No, I don't. I'm seriously trying to ask you. Hold on, I was a little confused.
I know it's hard to tell because I still look 23.
No, I couldn't decide if you were going to be 46 or 50. That's why I was a little, you know.
If I decide
But
up
yeah, just
your ass.
what?
How about you decide up your ass? J Tube said, whenever I come in, Jovan wants to start calling it a night. Sorry, Jovan. LOL. Just kidding.
No. Is it really? Does it really seem that way? Because I
You're
don't
gonna be
mean
here
it to
for
be.
another. we'll be here for not to at least to the 2 hour mark, and then we'll shut it down.
Or
So
1:45, an hour and 45.
we'll see. We'll see who's right about that.
Well, I'm leaving at that time,
Well,
so
fuck you. Go catch me outside.
then bye.
You ain't
Bye.
going. You ain't going
Yes, sir. Watch me.
nowhere. Let me see. Jita said, I just heard some huge news about you know what? The aliens, bro?
About what? Tell us.
Hopefully it's about the aliens. Me and Jita's been talking about that on the side.
Oh my god.
We're ready. El Farmero Santos, was it a white truck? And was he wearing green, Jovan? Oh, shit.
You would know.
Greg Jimenez said, did Chopper get paid when Gangland used him in their episode on the Arizona M? And no, bro, they didn't. He didn't. Yeah, I actually have the picture, because they put that black thing over his face. This is the picture they used, and they just covered his face. But no, they didn't pay him for that. Actually, they used that one. That was that picture. They used this fucking guy, and they used this one was Bruno. Who else did they? I think that's and Trigger, and maybe I don't know if they used him or not. He's from Yuma, as a matter of fact, from Somas. I don't know if Yuma Boy is still in here, but yeah, they didn't. No, they didn't pay him, brother. It was a trip. They just used everybody, but they put that black stuff over everybody's face for whatever reason. I don't know I don't know. Does that mean they're not allowed to use it? I don't know. Travis Drury said, "Bet you didn't throw fit for not getting toy after that." All right.
No, you don't know me. I still threw a fit after that. And I told my grandma what happened, and she was mad. And my mom still pays for it to this day. So tomorrow she'll probably, remember what I said tonight and bring me something. I don't know. But yeah, it scared me for a moment, but then I got over it.
Stupid. Shit.
Uh,
Greg Jimenez said, What happened to the Warrior?" I have no idea. I don't pay attention to that dude. Uh, he's living his. You know what I mean? George Villalta said, "That's why they go undercover like that, right, Cricket?" Yeah, they're trying to take her back.
no, no, George, that was not the reason why, sir. No, that was not the reason. And okay, when one laughing emoji is okay, we didn't have to do a whole lot.
He put a grip.
Wow.
Cheetah said, "Nah, not Anunnaki, more closer to home." What happened? Who? What? Where?
Tell us, G Thoughts.
Yeah, come on. Now you got us. Is it have to do on like big stuff, Trump and all that, or is it little stuff like the clicas and that type of shit, or is it YouTube stuff? We got some YouTube yada gossip. YouTube been quiet as shit, huh?
Nah, I'll be back on.
I don't pay attention. It's too much. I just want to do.
It's always the same thing.
I just want to do what we do. I'm happy with that.
I know, but that amount of energy,
Especially when I,
what it could do to help someone else.
especially
You know
when
what I
I got
mean?
my girl dressed like this.
You know what? I think for Halloween I'm gonna go to work like that.
Hey, just so everybody knows, this is Jovan or White Fence, whatever you want to call her. On Easter, she gave out Easter baskets to kids, and she had to go all out, of course. And this happens to be in her family's closet.
We really do. It was just sitting in the closet.
Oh shit, that shit's crazy. Yeah, the little Easter bunny. This is this year, huh? That was your prima.
Yeah, my cousin did it this year. Yeah. I
That's
think it's so cute. Those
That's
kids are, oh, look how cute they are. They melt my little heart.
yeah. There's a
That's Tony and Michelle from Heart Life Church.
heart
So
life.
anybody wants to get some church in, they also go online on Sundays. So if you can't make it, you can, go to their YouTube and go online.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what we gotta do. Let me see. Angel Chavez is in here. What's up, brother? Did you figure out the? I know your tablet wasn't letting you get in before. He's, said, who's possibly the biggest influence in your old organization? The original state, not federal. Hmm. I don't know. Who would it be? You talking about with Ruben?
Jesus, just say it already.
Or text me on the side if you don't want to say it. I gotta know now. Angel Chavez said, "What's up? Reaching out to the familia. I hope all the gente is good. Saw the picture of the bike. Gracias, familia. Someday I hope he remembers the name Chronicles. Oh, he
Yeah,
will. That dude,
yeah.
this little kid was happy as a motherfucker. Did you get a picture of him on it yet?
No, not yet. And like, I met the mom and she's great. You know what I mean? I had met her before with the backpacks at the park. But it's just family really trying and just it's just hard times out here right now in Arizona. I know it's hard times in California. It's always hard times in California. But Arizona is just so bad. Like the way they've raised the rent, groceries is expensive. Like it's just a family just really trying, and it's just hard. It's just hard. So I got a little bit of that backstory, but it's kind of tough when you're giving stuff to people and you're like, let me get out my phone real quick and put the camera in your face. It's kind of hard, you know what I mean? But I did say, hey, if you don't mind, can I get a picture with them? She'd say, oh yeah, I will. And I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, we'll put it up. We'll cover the face and all that, but yeah. George Villalobos.
That's what I told her. I said, I could put an emoji on the face, but the way I explain it to people is like, hey, there's people on the chat, on the community. I didn't say chat online. I said there's people in the community that give their hard-earned money, from when they work to fundraise, and I want to show them something. You know what I mean? Like I show receipts and stuff, but we'd like to see a little bit more. So, like I said, I could put emojis, on the face and cover it up, So
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Let me see what's going on right here. George Villalobos said, "Dang, bro, she calling you all like that? I got you. Que gacho. Telling you, bro. Hey, she's a bully, bro.
what? I am not a bully.
You know, my self esteem is very low because of
Oh, you're such a liar. You have no problem with your self-esteem whatsoever.
you don't know.
Which I know.
I smile on the outside, but I'm in
Oh,
the inside,
please, please.
just like a crying child.
You, whatever. You are just fine with your self-esteem.
And Farmero said, "Bro, I used to get into it with the dudes from Soma. Those guys hate norteños. Okie Town also. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I know. That vato was from Soma that I showed right there. Tito, this one right here. That's Tito right there. He was from Soma. He was from Soma, and then when he got out, he ended up. I think we heard he took off to Califas. Cheetah said, "Come on, wild guess. No, not Ruben. All right, let me think. Simple or Pablo? No, you said not federal, right? Um, Simple
Sounds like pimple.
or what's his? Who
You
else?
thoughts, just say it.
He said, I think he just got hit. Who? Who got hit? I'm not excited about that, by the way, guys. I just want to know. Oh, Cal, not Arizona, not federal. Okay. Um, so who would it be? Um,
Stop guessing. He just needs to tell us. I'm not gonna sit here and play your little games, you thoughts. Just tell us already.
oh, you got you got hard, boy.
I got time for this little shenanigans.
So not federal, state, and Cali. Huge influence.
Why are you giving into it? Just stop.
I got all these names in my head, but I don't want to just start naming names and then Tablas. Didn't his brother just died, right? Did they hit Tablas? Or what's the other one? Chuco? No, no, no. That's on the other side. My bad. Uh, Jessica Grisel said, "Listen on the phone." Oh, I'm sorry. She says California prices are ridiculous now for sure,
It is. I don't know how anybody's supposed to make it out here if you're a single parent with kids. There's just it's ridiculous.
and it's not just California.
No, it's Arizona too. I had there's this guy at my work and he's trying to start a life, him and his fiance, and they're a little bit younger and he's like, yeah, it's impossible to try to buy a house now and they had to move in with her parents because his apartment is like 2200 for Arizona. Really? Like
Yeah,
that's where we're at? Seriously?
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
There's
everywhere.
like no middle class anymore.
Angel Chavez said, "Listening on the phone, mess with the tablet later." Well, at least you're here, brother, kicking it with us. Gracias, appreciate that. Yvonne Madrid said, "Hell yeah, Cali's always rough. I lost my job in May after 21 years, and my husband just lost his. It's a struggle for sure."
Oh my God. And
That's
then I don't know if some of you feel like, now that we're older, it's like 21 years, that's all you know? And then to start over again?
yeah. Imagine, because that's true. I mean, after just a few years working at a spot, you
You're
feel like
comfortable, you're
it's
there. Yeah.
that sucks.
I'm sorry, Yvonne, to hear that. It's tough out there right now.
Tablas, huh? Ruben Cruz. So they hit him. So is it? Of course, I mean it's got to be inside bullshit, right? Politicking.
I don't understand why you're still playing this little game
He already said yes.
with
Stop.
him. Oh.
By the way, he said, Joanna, you're a bully. You make MC Boulevard cry. She is, bro. You already told the name, and she still want to be beating on you. Uh, yeah, it's got that. So obviously, that you know what's crazy, and that just brings home the point, and and it just comes down to it. Like that Bato's supposed to be one of the you know high ranking, if you want to say it, I mean, that type of deal. But like you said, huge influencer, and it's just that internal politicking. Like, what kind of carnales is that? What kind of amor and all the rest of the shit that you hear that organization's supposed to be about is that? In the end, it doesn't matter how much influence you got, how many pegadas you've made, how much revenue you've brought in, how much amor you think you got. In the end, someone's gonna turn on you, and in the end, you're gonna just be like the rest of us, and you're gonna be considered a piece of shit, just like the rest of us, and you're not gonna know how or why or when that happened. It's crazy. The messed up part is you'll have a lot of people that aren't even part of that life agreeing with you, right? So I get it all the time. People call me, they come in here or whatever. I'm a piece of shit because I walked away from that clica. However, the people that call me that are people that aren't even part of that clica. So, it's a trip, man. It's it's sad that that's what it's come to, where you know them vatos just politic and bully, and it's just a treacherous game. It's a
Well,
cannibalistic juego now.
well, it's sad that their loyalty is to a bunch of dudes, and their
Yeah,
loyalty is to spend the rest of their life in prison or die in prison, instead of their loyalty being to their kids and their family and their mother and their father and their brothers and sisters. Like, that's what I don't understand. But, hey.
yeah. I mean, the part of it that gets me, that and which I do understand, but when you logically think about it, it's crazy, right? Like, I have people that come on here that are, they every day they get up and they go to work, they take care of their kids, they do all that, but they call me a piece of shit because I walked away from the M. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided that that was no longer for me, whatever the reason may be. I don't even have to give my fucking reason. You know what I mean? Let's just say none of that happened and I walked away, right? For somebody that's not even part of that life to say, to then feel so strongly about it, about me, or what, I'm using me as an example, but it just seems so ridiculous. Like, I walked away, but you didn't ever even walk in. What makes you a judge of me? And I know they say, well, you know what you got yourself into. No, brother, I didn't. I honestly believed I was joining something that was amor, familia, all of those things, carnalismo. Did I see the politicking early on? Yeah. But what do you do then? I would have either walked away early or walked away later. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's the unfortunate side of it. As kids, they're glamorized. Listen to it now. You got people on YouTube that are in the same boat as me, considered by these vatos and everybody else no good or pieces of shit or whatever you want to say, and they're still calling these vatos legends. They're still spreading the propaganda. So when you get these kids that are blind to it, they just know, all they know is that these vatos are looked up to, that these vatos are legendary in people's eyes, that these vatos are the cream of the crop. Some people use, like the Green Berets and all this dumb shit, right? But at the end, if you do get involved in that, like, you aspire to be that as a kid because that's what you see. Then you get in there and it's all fucking dope and politics and backstabbing and man, it's like a whirlwind. And you decide you don't want to be a part of that. Now to the whole world, you're a piece of shit. It just it's a crazy world, and I understand it. I was in it. So but when you think about it, like, if you try to think about it as a civilian, it seems ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, how can a grown man that goes to work every day, takes care of his, isn't really part of that life, judge me for deciding I no longer want to be part of something that either was going to kill me or my family, or that I was going to continue to kill for? No matter what I walked away for, if I decided to get away from that shit, shouldn't that be kudos? You know what I mean? From civilians, I'm saying. Of course, I get the people inside, and but when you get these vatos that are on at home, you know what I mean? Like, not part of that world, saying the things that they're just repeating fucking like parakeets. It's just ridiculous. It's just like, I'll sometimes try to point that out to them. Like, when they talk shit to me, I'll say, okay, now go ahead and drink your latte and get back to work. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems so ridiculous that you would even say some shit like that to me when you have no idea what that world is about. You don't know nothing about that life. You don't know how stressful that shit was. And I know I chose what I chose. I got involved in what I got involved in. I'm not an innocent victim. Nevertheless, I decided I was no longer I didn't want to be part of it no more. It was bullshit. It wasn't what I thought it was. It wasn't, and I didn't want to continue to do it. And I'm just using myself as an example. I'm thinking of everybody that There's people that are considered pieces of shit that didn't even go as far as that. They didn't even become carnales or weren't even into that world. You know what I mean? Like, so they're not. They didn't walk away from nothing. They just decided they didn't want to walk into that, and yet they're still labeled as bad. It's just sad, man. It's a turned upside down world, and hopefully we can write it up. And I know that within that life, there's always going to be that. There's always going to be the vatos that aspire to be the big dogs, and they're going to take the consequences that come with it. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, it's not going to be as many as they used to be. Hopefully, people are opening their eyes to what it is, and they're going to start seeing what this world is really about, what that world is really about. And if you're out here on the calles living your life, working, keep your damn judgments to yourself. You have no idea what that world is. You don't even know what it means, what it feels like to have to wake up every day and not know if you're gonna get whacked or if you have to whack somebody. It's not an easy life to live regardless, you know what I mean? On both ends of that. But
Yeah, they don't know what it's like to be 8 months pregnant and in jail. You know what I mean? You don't know. You guys don't know what I went through. Okay? Hanging out with Coco Locos every day, house getting raided. You don't know. It's not fun. I didn't sign up for that. I had a good life.
you kind of did.
Stupid.
3 bitch ass days. Shut up.
Shut your face. That was enough.
Shit. Angel Chavez says, smile on the outside, but in my lonely room, I cry the tears of a clown. Yeah, that's me, bro. Because Maruka's a bully.
Whatever.
I hold the mask of the smile now mask in front of my face.
Oh, shut it up. No,
I,
you
myself,
don't.
my low self esteem brings me down daily.
No, you don't. Stop it.
Lucky I look 23. I'd really be fucked up.
Oh my God.
Big
See?
motherfucker said, can't you see the man's in pain, woman? I mean, geez, he's slamming 2 liters of Dr. Pepper. Just stop it, Jovan. Uh, that's right.
Oh
That's
my
why
God.
big motherfucker's a something moderator, whatever it is, managing moderator.
Oh my God. I almost choked on my saliva.
The hell?
'Cause,
The hell? Are you sneezing now?
no, I was laughing and I accidentally choked on my saliva because I was laughing.
God damn. Chita said nobody's foolish enough to hit tablas outside the structure. It's got to be internal. Of course. It's always like that, bro. That's what's crazy. The enemy is within, always. That's what's a trip about these organizations, bro. They're not sitting there protecting their gente from the big bad wolf. It's who within the organization is going to get whacked next by the organization. The only enemies they have is themselves. Now, especially now that they're doing the end of hostilities and everybody's buddies again, the only people they're whacking is people within their own organization, which was always the case. I mean, except for the '70s, it's all the most of the victims of the cliques are their own members themselves. It's a trip. Angel Chavez said, "What's up, BMF? All good, hermano." Big motherfucker. Big motherfucker says, Simone Angel, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good, brother. Ruben Cruz said, you right, Cricket. Thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Angel Chavez said, where's AP in the chess game? We're playing right now. He thinks he's doing. He's making some good moves. This is going to be a tough game.
Is he getting better?
I wouldn't go that far.
I think he's getting better because sometimes it's getting a little tougher for you.
I wouldn't go that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Uh-oh.
he might have read a book or two on chess.
When he said, where's AP? I was going to say, oh, well, he's deep into Mexico
That's
in
true.
a little hacienda.
Hacienda.
Yeah, I heard of that somewhere, so I thought I'd use it.
Jessica Grisel said, people don't understand special, like you said, they're not part of it, and especially if they turn on you. Yeah, it's just it just blows my mind. It doesn't. I mean, it does and it doesn't. When I think about it as now a civilian outside of that world, it blows my mind that people that aren't in that world have such judgment. You know what I mean? That it's they're what's it called? Couch quarterbacking or whatever the fuck they call that shit. Monday morning quarterbacking. Like they think that somehow if they would have chose that life, they would have been, you know, all the way straight and handled it way differently and would never walk away and would never do whatever, fill in the blank did. But just have no idea. I mean, you got to remember human beings have emotions. And for the most part, of course, there's those that are just fucking psychopaths and it is what it is. But it's, and it's not poor them or poor me or any of that. But every day when you're on the calles, every fucking morning you wake up wondering if today they're going to kick in that door. I never knew. We had cameras pointing down the fucking streets. Um, and it's an actual, like, you actually think about that every day. You're always stressing on that. That's that part of it. Then on the other side, you don't know if something is gonna come out that, like, if someone's gonna politic against you for whatever you may have, if you got hot, whatever the situation, and you're gonna get popped in the back of the head. Like, it's just so, or you're gonna have to do something. It's always something. And for somebody that has no idea about that may have done some juvenile time and a 1.5 in state prison when they were 19, they got no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They're repeating what others say, and they think they know. They think that, oh, if I would have did that, but you didn't. The bottom line is you didn't. I walked away. You never walked in. So I mean, where does your judgment come from? I could very well say you're a piece of shit for not going all the way into this so-called cause. Me saying that would be as stupid as what they say about people that walk away. But it's gonna continue. It is what it is. Paul 321 said, "What up? What's up from Burke? Kyo Burke. B23 Kyo."
My God.
You're a hater, man.
Hi, Paul.
I grew up in Burke,
No,
bro.
you didn't. Paul, don't listen to him.
That's been established between us. I'm an honorary everywhere been, but Burke especially. Jessica Grisel said, "I gave you respect for walking away and putting your family." I'm assuming she said first. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. To be fair, the dude calling them legends hangs out with sex offenders and weirdos, so being a legend in his eyes isn't saying much, said Farmetto. I didn't say no names, bro. If the shoe fits, that's all I gotta say.
The shoe fits where it. And there's other people too that have put sex offenders on their platforms. Just saying. He ain't the only one, but you guys want to forget like that. Act like you don't know. He ain't the only one. There's others, but you just hold that one accountable, which you should hold all of them accountable. Just saying.
G Thought said, well, hopefully he's not dead and can start a new life without the violence. Hopefully. Is his brother still alive? Did his brother just pass? Yeah. Hopefully, man. Ain't nothing like the real world, man. And it's like a breath of fresh air when you're done with that shit, to be honest. George Villalta said, okay, brother, good night, and good night to your wife as well. Have a blessed night, brother.
Oh, good night, George. Have a
Right
good
back,
night.
brother. Ya
Hope you
sabes.
get better with your back.
Yup. LA Dodgers Blue said, what's up, Cricket and Javon? Hope everything's good. What's up, LA Dodgers Blue? Another
Oh,
beat,
everything is just
brother.
great.
LA Dodgers Blue. B23. Ruben Cruz said, my respect to cricket is crazy, brother. We have the crab life mentality. We always pulling others down when they try to progress. Yeah, that's for sure. Listen, if you use people's words against them, it's pretty easy to make them, make things not seem, you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to the propaganda of a lot of these individuals that talk about they do it for the raza and it's about the cultura and they want to learn Nahuatl for the cultura and they want to know about the they put the tattoos on them of the history and all this stuff and but in the end everybody that they've ever whacked has been Mexican or Chicano, whatever you want to call it, but raza, gente, right? Their own. Um, it's just a hypocritical world. All that stuff is just used to bring people together and be able to control them. None of them give a damn about the cultura and the raza and all of that shit. It's just a real good way to control. And so that's why they do it. They don't really have love for none of that. It's just a way to control. And and in the end, I think people see that sometimes too late. But yeah, I wish these vatos that are following these vatos would start seeing that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about dudes. I mean, there's 1,000 vatos on the yard, and there's two vatos there that run it. If them thousand said, nah, just forget the violence. You ain't gotta hit the dudes, but you just said, hey, nah, we ain't doing nothing you say. We ain't got you ain't about us. You have already shown us you don't give a damn about us. You're just using us. We're just your pawns. I mean, these vatos are the pintos that are in there, the soldados that are in there that are doing all this dirt are supposed to be stand up ass dudes, man, that wouldn't let nobody punk them and take nothing from them. But they're getting it. It's being done every day by these dudes. They're punking them and taking everything they got, making their people bring them jale in, sending them on misiones when they only got a year or two left to go. That's not showing them that they value the people that support them. They could care less. They're just pawns in the game. They're throwaways. And eventually, I would hope people would start realizing that, and not in a way where they're going to make another clica and try to do some other. No, forget all that. It's never going to work that way. It's just not. Not when it's criminal organization. It's just not going to work because in the end, it's going to be criminal mentality, and that's always selfish. And Farmero said Jovan was really the metal. The police just didn't know it.
Oh, not me. No, sir. Nope.
Krusty
Mm-mm.
said, Orale, Jovan. Travis Drury said, surprised me when heard about how many slam dope. Was never near that world, but coming up, older fellas always said, never trust a junkie. They all slam, bro. That's another thing where the propaganda's out there where so I made a comment, or somebody made a comment on one of the videos that they saw. I think it was one of the videos of them vatos in the hotel room, and and they said something about, man, these are the dudes the Sureños are looking up to, and they're a bunch of dope fiends or whatever, something like that, right? And somebody else came in and made a comment, was like, "What are you talking about? These vatos, something about dignity and pride, and they don't use drugs." And so then I responded, I said, "Are you delusional? Like that's what they do." Like that, these vatos are dope fiends. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying that disrespectfully. I mean, that it is what it is. They are addicts. And this vato was like, I'd never seen them do that. I was around them. No, bro. When you're around them in the shoe and it was very hard for them to get it, of course they were able to stand up and say, hey, we don't do drugs. I keep my body clean and I work out. The minute you hit that yada and the dope's there, trust me, they're in that spoon. It just is what it is. That's the way it works. All them reglas that are now pushed out there that started when these vatos hit the shoe weren't reglas before they hit the shoe. It's once they were in there and they had no choice, then they were able to push all that on everybody else and pretend like they were setting the example. But prior to that, none of them rules existed. No drugs, no fucking with Cheeto leans, all that stuff that was prevalent. they didn't set them reglas till they hit them fucking the hole, and then they had no choice. So now they can set the example and pretend like they're some high standards ass dudes. Now they're back on the yard that's forcing people to bring in clavo because they want it. But people ain't blind, man. People seeing it. It's gonna take some time, but they see it. Travis Drew, oh, big motherfucker said, "Cule Crust." Francisco VP is in the house. He said, "Cule Chronicles Familia." He said, "Yeah, Jovan got on the 3-day scared straight program." That
Yeah, that was enough.
that she did, bro. AP said, "Giovanna, I'm wherever I feel like it." And shut up, Giovanna. You have a man named because you're dumb.
Oh, oh, someone is hurt. Is that how we're feeling? First of all, I don't have a man name. It's a French name. Second of all, AP, I just want to know if you're okay. That's why I want to know where you're at. Do we take, is it a car ride or a train, a bus, a flight? I just want to know that you're okay. Dang, see, I'm trying to be nice, and then
It's French.
it's French.
I think AP looked it up. I don't think
I think he doesn't know what he's talking about.
he came at her like a third grader. Man name and you're dumb.
Shut your dirty face.
JVAP.
Shut your
Crust salute,
stupid face.
motherfucker. LA Dodgers Blue said, "Ese cricket de vato Slackjaw was a rape." Yeah. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. His original case, Slackjaw, which was the vato just got killed last week. His original case, him and three other vatos were getting high. They were sniffing paint. They were kids. They were at a park. They're sniffing paint and drinking. And they were like slap boxing, and one of them ended up getting mad or whatever. So they ended up started beating the dude. They end up killing him. They 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 uh they stripped him naked, stuck rakes up his ass, actually sodomized him, and tied him up to the monkey bars at the park. And he was put on death row for that case originally, and then got off death row and left with life. Yep, and that was a carnal. That was one of these guys with dignity and all the rest of the stuff. The señor.
Freaking weirdo.
Angel Chavez said, "How's Javier? Good, I hope." I, he,
I haven't seen him in a minute, but I do hope that Javier is okay.
it's been a couple lives since he's come in, but he would have called me if he wasn't. I hope he has my number. Maybe I'll call it, give him a text tomorrow, and see how he's doing. Manuel Unsueta said, "What's good, big dog? Where is another MMA heavyweight just got hit in Pelican Bay?" Yeah, homie was just saying that. I wonder if they're already throwing it all out there in YouTube land.
There you go. There's their views.
G-Dot said his older brother, yes, he just passed. Yeah. Maybe that's why they're now that he doesn't have as much backing or something, maybe. They're gonna take advantage of their carnal, their loved one. And Farmero said the shoe fits more than that. It's a perfect fit, LOL. Nah, I hold all of them accountable. The little Toro dude in reality is not a sex offender, but he most certainly is a J-Cat weirdo, LOL.
Wasn't his son?
George
Wasn't
Villar.
he?
Huh?
So, but wasn't his son?
Whose son? Say that again, babe.
He said little Toro dude in reality is not a sex offender, but I said, wasn't his son?
No, Little Toro's the one that they were saying that about. Little Toro's the son of somebody else. He is the son. And he had some kind of kid. I don't know the specifics. I know
Well,
it's
I'm not going to associate myself with any sex offender, or if your dad's a sex offender, or if your uncle's a sex offender, or hurt any child, or hurt anybody. I don't, I just don't. Sorry.
yeah. George Vialta starting live. I thought George is still here. What's up, brother? Tina Mernack said hello from Casa Grande. ¿Qué hubo?
Oh,
Giovanni
hey,
Casa Grande. I stayed there for a few days.
I didn't live there.
You lived with Melissa for a little bit.
No, I did. That's not considered living. Just like you don't consider that I didn't live in Phoenix from 2004 to 2015. So I live longer somewhere
No,
else outside of
no.
Phoenix. But
What I said,
I go to Casa Grande for like 3 months, and all of a sudden I live there. No,
you lived
no,
there.
you're not gonna do that.
I didn't
No,
say you're from there. I said you lived there.
no,
Like
no,
you're not from Avondale, you're from Phoenix. You
no,
lived in Avondale.
no.
Don't try to
You're not,
switch it up.
you're not gonna do that. No,
Don't try to switch it up because that's not what I said.
I was visiting. I didn't live there.
You're not from there. You lived there.
No, I was visiting.
I lived there too for like 6 days,
You're an idiot.
but I'm not from there.
Whatever.
You try to change my words. Art Life Phoenix. What's up, brother? He said, sup, motherfucker, Matt Z. Farmero Thoughts, Crusted, AP, VP, Dodgers, and Carnal Sergio. Gotcha. Big motherfucker said, Tony, thumbs up. Francisco said, no carnalismo. Look at Aslan. Yeah. Yep. George Vialta said, good night, brother, and your lady as well. Good night, brother.
Oh, good night, George. Yeah, we're gonna finish up the comments and get out of here. It's almost coming up on 2 hours. Stop, you're not frozen.
How'd you know?
Because I know you're not good at acting. You weren't in drama like I was.
I'm gonna get there's gotta be a little program that'll like make like the screen do something so that it
No, well, why? Why would you do that?
why not?
What? Stop. So stupid.
Angel Chavez said, got the tablet going, better picture. You Francisco, you're absolutely right about that. I'm telling you, I've told that story before. Aslan was one of the first carnales that I met, and a good dude, man. And they did him dirty. Alberto Beto says, saludos, cricket and Miss White Fence, and saludos to the world. What's up, Alberto? How you doing, brother?
Oh, hello.
Mario Sansprian, what's up, brother? From Facebook, he said, you changed the game, Holmes. Your story will save lives. Those folios are just mad because they didn't have enough nuts to leave the life instead of live the right life. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Hopefully my story will. But even if it doesn't, I hope that what I'm doing will get others in my position to do the same thing. And eventually someone's story will. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just need to talk about it. You know what I mean? There's been enough silence, enough pretending like this is some kind of secret society and that nobody should talk about it because these ninjas in the night will come in and cut your throat. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking shit about these fools for years now, and I'm still alive. And you know, it's not to say that you can't get God. I get it. You know, everybody can get God, but they're not ninjas. They don't have, private investigators. It's just not that type of world. George Vialta said, thank you. Gita said, bro, you know this news is going to cross country in one night, especially in California. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But I think as gacho as it may sound, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the dude. I don't want anybody hurt, obviously. Hopefully this is the catalyst that gets him out of that life and maybe he'll change his mind about that world. You know what I mean? Everybody needs something, no matter what the catalyst is. I know people will say, well, only reason you walked away is because they turned on you. Whatever the reason is, it's a good reason. So hopefully this is his. But at the same time, big things like this happening, when stuff like this happens, I think people start seeing more and more of the treachery and the backstabbing. And so it's a good thing, even though obviously it's a bad thing for him personally. On the grand scheme of things, I think it's a good thing when stuff like this happens because people can see what we're talking about. The treachery. I mean, this guy, what did he do wrong? It's just internal politics, and real family, real carnales, real loved ones don't do that to each other. Look what they do to each other. Imagine what they do to their the soldados, to the camaradas, to the esquina, whatever you want to call them. They don't give a damn about them. People need to wake up on that. Palmero said, no, Lil Toro's the son. He got smothered up. Basically, they politicked against him. He's still a weirdo and not someone I'd ever hang out with. I just don't put jackets in people unnecessarily. Yeah, I've never really heard, I don't really know the specifics, but
And how about I don't like people that mistreat kids?
I will tell you this: if there's papeles on it, then I'm a, obviously I ride with that. So I mean, whatever the excuse, uh, if paperwork exists, but I can't speak on it right now because I haven't read it. LA Dodgers Blue, so he was one of the legends. Sad, said LA Dodgers Blue. Yeah. Ben Cuevas said, Cubo Cricket Jovan and the rest of the Chronicleros familia. Jovan, you know what time it is. Tapping in super late. Something woke me up. It's 3 a.m. tapping in from Boston on vacation. Glad to nap.
Oh,
Glad
Mr.
to nap
Fancy Pants on vacation.
for a minute. Cubo. Ben be living the word. He's like
Okay,
me.
then.
He's a traveled individual like me.
Shut up. You don't travel anywhere but the refrigerator to get your Dr. Pepper. It's not about you right now. It's about Ben. And he got to get a vacation because he works super hard and he's in Boston. Good for you, Ben.
Yeah.
Good for you.
See that, guys? I get. I okay.
Yeah.
The carnales turn on me. I'm a piece of shit. Now my girl turns on me. I have nothing.
Shut up.
What's up, Ben? He said, you know what time it is, though. You remember that. Crusted said, Crusted love Tony. Angel Chavez said, what's up, hard life? Alberto Beto said, she's like, stop. You're not frozen. I know. She be hating, bro. Sometimes she thinks I'm frozen, though. Don't let her fool you. I've gotten her before.
No, you haven't. You've never gotten me.
Never gotten you. Not
You've
once.
never gotten me, not once.
You're a liar and a fat mouth.
You've never gotten me.
Yes, I have.
No, you don't even know how to act frozen. You look dumb when you do it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I just freeze. That's not
No, you don't. You don't know how.
face though.
I'm gonna show you after the live. I was in drama for 3 years. I'll show you.
We know.
Wow.
Ray Diaz, White Fence is throwing her weight around, lol. I know. Talking shit. Farmero said, oh, she was in drama too, man. Everything is just making sense, lol. You should title this episode Revelations. Yeah.
Or
True,
no,
bro.
no, no.
LA Dodgers says, sup, Heart Life Tony. Heart Life said, good night, Cricket and Jovan. Good seeing all the Chronicles peeps tonight. What's
Yeah.
up, brother?
Good night.
Flower Bell Conklin said, hello from Tijuana.
Oh, you're with AP.
Hugo, what's up? Manuel Unzueta said, luckily he survived because they won't hit a carnal unless they're trying to kill him. Yeah. And Farmero said, no, PW Cricket. That's why I said that either way, screw that dude. Oh, no paperwork. Angel Chavez said, it's coming out more freely now. What's going on? Look at the SNY. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like, in my day, things, but it was a lot different. People would, I mean, I remember coming up as just Skina, right, before I became a Carnal, and we used to, there'd be whispers. We would talk shit here and there, but it would be whispers, and no one would do nothing. Like it was on the down low. You'd say, God, man, what the hell? Why is this about to taking all that? Whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? If there was something that we felt was wrong, but now people are speaking, like out in the open, and it's good. It's a good thing. It's everybody can start piecing these things together and see what that stuff is all about. Francisco said, "What I missed? Who got hit?" They said Tablas from Califas. Emmett got hit. I was gonna say what? He got hit. I guess up in Pelican Bay. Big motherfucker said all that hard time she did turned Jovan's heart cold. 3 days, bro. It turned her into a convict.
God.
Now she just bullying us.
I am not bullying you. Stop it.
She is what they made the clicas for,
Oh my God.
and to protect us from her. Right there, said, "Damn cricket."
You know, I'm not as mean as I should be sometimes. I'm just saying.
You should be.
There's times that I could be really mean, but I'm not. I just hold my tongue.
Hmm,
Just saying.
I'm not sure if that's true.
It is true.
Hmm.
There's lots of times that I want to say something, but I don't. I'm just like, you know what? It's not the right place and time right now. Just be quiet.
Ray said, "Damn cricket, she's going off on you tonight, brother. LOL, you got to get your get back." I know. I will. She don't get away with this for long. Ben Cueva said, "I'm going to head to Philly on Wednesday. When are you going to go live again so I can catch it? I'll be there until Sunday night. This East Coast time is hard to get used to. I like being on West Coast time." Yeah. We'll probably go live again the day after tomorrow. So not Tuesday night, but Wednesday night, more than likely. Maybe Tuesday night. I don't know. We shall see. AP said, "Good night, gente. You gone, brother? Have a good night,
Good
brother."
night.
Oh, AP. I thought I just seen him put good night. Oh, he did, right? Oh, he's already there. Okay, cool. Ray Diaz said, "Cricket, she's bullying you, homie. Better get your get bags, LOL." Just kidding.
He ain't gonna get nothing.
She talks, but when we get off right now, watch. She's gonna be all nice. And I was just kidding.
You really? You don't even believe that. Look at your stupid little face acting like you're frozen and you're not, because I know you're not. Because after the live, you know I don't say that. Yeah.
I wish I could hold my breath longer. I would have stayed another little bit.
No, you wouldn't have. I already knew you weren't.
But if I would have held my breath a little bit longer and stayed like that, you would have thought maybe.
I'm gonna show you how after the live. You remember when I showed you how it is to like pretend die? You know how I pretend die when I'm like, kuh.
Yeah, that's
You know
not.
what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna show you how to look like you're frozen.
Who's that?
Those are my braids.
The tortilla lady.
Okay, well, that's what makes you feel better.
Oh, shit. Sergio said 1.5 miles into my walk to the house, I hit the 7-Eleven for a Coke Zero like an oasis in the desert. LOL. What's up, Muffin? Just Sergio.
Like an oasis in the desert. What else did you get besides a Coke Zero, Serge?
He said 1.5 miles into my walk. Damn.
Be
Joker.
careful out there.
Yeah, sup from Texas. What's up, brother? Angel Chavez said, "When's music night?" Man, we gotta get one together, babe.
I think that we should do it Wednesday night.
Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
All right. We'll do one Wednesday night, Angel. So hopefully we'll get something together. You guys can get some requests together and we'll do it. Manuel Unsueta said, "And if his entourage let it happen, it had to be a legit call." I don't know, because legit or not, usually the entourage, they're not going to let it happen regardless. They're going to stand with who they're with. But if he might have still been locked down though. Someone might have capped the door or something. Cheetah said, "Tell me, Cheetahs, tell me now. I'm not playing your fucking games. Tell me now. I already did. It's tablas. Please don't hurt me, Joanna. Like you hurt Boulevard. Please.
Shut
You said I'm
He's
not
so
playing
dumb.
I'm not playing your fucking games, she said.
Oh my god, I didn't say freaking games. Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying freaking games.
Hey, she hit you with a log, bro.
Oh my god, I can't take it. That's funny.
Big motherfucker said, "Hey, what the hell?" I said, 3 dozen flour tortillas, Jovan, flour, not corn. Yeah.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Angel Chavez said, "What's up, Sergio?" AP said, "Nah, Giovanna is slow. Do it on the weekend."
I'm not slow. I'm gonna get it together. And if you guys want, I could do a little karaoke. I
No,
could sing. All right, never mind. Just saying, I could sing a little.
no, you can't.
I could,
I could
but I
play that if you want me to, and then we'll let them choose.
I wasn't like on my A game that day though.
You had a fucking microphone and a fucking speaker and everything.
Okay, but still, I didn't warm up my vocals like I should have. Just saying. Okay, yes, I had the amp, and yes, we had the microphone, and yes, we had the whole thing. Okay, just calm down.
Francisco said, "Poor AP gets hit by Jovan's gangsterness every time." I know.
Oh, please, he is not innocent. Don't, no. He is not innocent.
Sergio said, "A lemon and Boston cream pie, lol, the mini handheld ones."
I knew it. I knew it. I know he just didn't go in there for a Coke Zero. I
So
knew it.
say, "Do y'all got tangos in y'all state?" No, brother, they don't have them. No. So I don't think our sistema is well. I know it's not as big as Texas, bro. I did time in the feds with a bunch of vatos from Texas, and your guys' sistema is so much bigger. So you guys that's why a lot of that jales happen. We don't have the same thing. We have there's street gangs, obviously, and then the Pinta gang is the Emmett, but um, we don't have as many we were talking about this yesterday with Texas. I know like a lot of the different cities. Obviously, you got the Tango Blast, right, which is a little bit more out there. But before, like when I was in the feds and I was with a bunch of them vatos, Tango Blast was coming up, starting to. But like I remember, vatos from Austin, Houston, and Dallas were mostly TS, and then you had the vatos from San Antonio were mostly the Merecidos, and then the vatos from El Paso and that area were the Aztecas. So and then you had what was the Orejones, but they were also from San Antonio. Um, but and then the Tangos started doing their thing, or Tango Blast. So it was just like it was real. Even the Gabachos had it the same way too out there. They had, depending where you were, Odessa was like the Aryan Circle, and then they had two different. They had the Aryan Brotherhood of Texas, and then they had the Texas Aryan Brotherhood. Just changed the T around. Um, so I tripped out on that when I first went. It was all real confusing. Obviously, after doing time with them for so long, I got the hang of it, but it's just a lot bigger state and system, so it's real. Uh, it's a lot different. But yeah, there's no the tangos don't exist in Arizona, and I don't think in Califas either, or New Mexico. I don't think. I think that's mostly just Texas. Let me say the Alberto Beto said garrotazo. Sergio said, "What's up, Angel?" Sergio said, "No, don't sing, please."
Oh, rude. Sergio's just jealous.
Not, I think he's heard it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just jealous. I could have, I could have been a triple threat. Maybe in high school if I was a singer and drama, I was dance. I could. Can you imagine? I should have taken up sooner.
You'd definitely be a threat if you sang.
Oh wow, not that kind of threat.
B23, Lewis said Sergio Jefe of the Keys, my brother. Sergio said, I'm asking nicely. He said, Nachi, my brother. Sergio said
You enjoy your little lemon pie, okay?
they were at the counter. I couldn't resist. He couldn't resist the pies. Yeah,
Or a little Boston cream pie.
once you get to the counter, bro, that's where they get you. You already walked through all that shit and said no, and then you get there and that's it.
I actually like those little lemon, like lemon bars or whatever they're called.
Look at that bun.
Oh,
Gold.
why are it so big?
It's a big old thing of big milk carton of goldfish.
What? Why'd you get the big one? Where'd you go? Sam's Club?
No, that was at Walmart. I don't know if they had a. Oh yeah, they have a little one,
I
but
know,
it's
but you could buy a little one. I mean, they're not going.
it's like this big. That's for little kids. I'm a big kid. Nachi said, Sergio, who's singing? Nobody, bro. She's not gonna sing. Ivan
I
Madrid said, Jovan, women stick together always. LOL. I got you 100, but I want to hear your karaoke.
thank you,
You don't.
thank you. Yvonne, I appreciate that.
Women or not, she can't.
Finally, somebody that appreciates my art.
She hasn't heard it. It's not art. It's anything but.
It could be art.
Yeah, not in this world.
Oh wow.
Maybe in there.
Oh wow.
Big
Jeez.
motherfucker says, Sergio, she gonna be singing my precious, my precious.
My what?
Oh, he did that. What's that? My precious, the little fucking troll thing.
Okay, well, no, I don't look like that. Thank you very much, big guy. Hater.
Joe Garcia said, yeah, I'm from San Anto. Órale. ¿Qué hubo? Francisco said, play the video. Which video, bro? Which one? Alberto Beto said, oh, you talking about her singing? Is that the one you're talking about? Alberto Beto said, I look at Texas more of a prison gang oriented state than California, where it's more street gang oriented. Yeah, that's probably right. There's so many in Texas, but it's a trip. I don't even know how they like control it. I really don't know how the yardas work. Like if like it depends, each clica has their own yardas, or do they all run on the same yardas? That I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember if I had those conversations. Francisco says she became Americanized after crossing the now crossing after crossing. Now she's just belittling him because he's in her home country.
Uh, no, sir. No, no, no. I was already here. He crossed into my country. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Big motherfucker says she got the voice, orejas y todo. Joe Gollum. Shit. He just banged you over the head, babe.
Oh, yeah, you're laughing so hard you're crying. Really?
Oh
That's
shit.
well. I'm glad that's so funny to you,
Sergio,
Mr. Funny Guy.
he just sent us the pictures of the pies. Damn, those do look good. Look at that Boston cream one, man. I'm about to go get me one. Okay, we gotta go. Gotta shoot the Walgreens.
Stupid.
Sergio said, White Fits, I've had your back numerous times. I've clowned you many times over, but I'm begging you not to sing.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Big LOL said Sergio.
No, excuse me, Sergio. No, 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 no. I've had your back. I've clowned you many. You've clowned me a lot of times, sir. Thank you very much.
I don't know, babe.
Last week he was on a roll for like 4 days.
He did go hard on you.
Yeah, he did.
Ray Diaz said White Finch should have wore focals. She said she wants to do some karaoke. Let's see. Let's see. We can judge her on that and where we fare. Hey, I could just play the video.
Okay, well,
Sergio said, I love goldfish crackers. Have you ever had the jalapeno popper goldfish crackers? Hella good. I haven't. I didn't know they had that. I ain't ate goldfish in a long time. Just no, last week or a few days ago, me and my son went and I saw it and I'm like, I'm gonna get this shit.
I'm surprised you picked that over the cheese crackers you always get.
I got those two.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was splurging.
Did you buy him anything?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff for to put right here in the shop. I bought the Smucker's jelly and peanut butter together. I got strawberry and grape. Huh. Yeah. Nachi Lewis said, "Oh God, I hope she don't sing." B23 votes no.
Okay, Nachi, well, have a good night. Thank you.
We're gonna
We're going to be
finish.
getting off here soon anyway.
We're a little bit past 2 hours, so I'm gonna shut it down just so everybody can get some rest. I'm gonna finish up these comments and we'll get out of here. But thank you guys, those of you that stuck around for this conversation. Um, I know it got a little intense, not intense, but you know what I mean. We talked about some serious shit, so I really do appreciate you guys taking part in that. Francisco said, my nephew was found dead out there in San Antonio. He was found discarded after Odingi, so-called so-called homies left him in the woods. They found out after DNA test he passed away before my jefita did. I remember you told us that. Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah.
that's crazy. That's a trip. Joe Garcia said, shit, it depends because some yards tangos run and other farm famas run it. Depends, brother. So let me, and it's just a quick curiosity, but I know can there be like, so let's say Tango's running the yarda. If a vato shows up from any other clica, do they bang on him or can the vato walk? Just curious. I know like the TS and the M out there don't get along, but I don't know if they walk yardas together or do they bang right away. I know there's been where they would incidents have happened. Angel Chavez said, White Fence, if you sing anything, sing my way. So if anyone says anything, I just tell them, just told you, my way. LOL.
Oh, that is a good one. I was thinking, something like, I don't know, little Backstreet Boys or little R&B. I don't know, a little something to razzle dazzle you.
It's gonna fucking razzle dazzle, that's for damn sure. Alberto Beto said condolences for your loss. For sure. Francisco said, for the sake of all our ears, please don't make her do it, said Francisco. So,
Wow.
so just say that's what family does. White Fence, we clown each other.
Oh, we absolutely do. Yeah, I
Hey, big
know.
motherfucker. Huh? Just
That
thought we
was dumb.
just thought we'd do it for the neighbors. Your face is dumb.
That's dumb.
Your ass is dumb.
My
Ooh.
God.
Alberto Beto
No.
said, for some reason, White Fence reminds me of Marge Simpson. Cricket, you ever thought of putting a thumbnail picture of Marge over the blank black part of the screen?
No, he doesn't. He
Hey, I
doesn't
should
think of doing that. No,
I
you
should
shouldn't.
I should put that tortilla lady one right here.
Okay, well, good night, everybody. Have a good night. We're not even going to finish up the comments.
Yvonne Madrid said, good night, all. And Joanne, I'm sure you're a good singer. No,
Thank you, Yvonne. You have a good night.
she is not. Ruben
Stay
Cruz said,
safe out there in California. I know it's crazy.
have a good night, Cricket and the Chronicle family. Stay blessed. Thank you, brother. Right back to you, eh? Appreciate that, bro. Alberto said, just kidding, White Fans. Peace.
No, I know. Good night, you guys.
Sergio said, Yvonne, LOL, nope, not at all. Angel
Okay, well,
Chavez.
whatever, Sergio.
Smucker's strawberry peanut butter and a cold glass of milk. Yep, I got that. I got all that. Ivan Madrid says, Sergio, that's so mean, lol. Big motherfucker said, oh yeah. See, Jaman, now that's a true homie. ZG
Ah,
said, I want to hear Fence sing silly of me, lol. No, you don't. Whoa, I can't even imagine that.
no, I don't. I don't like that voice on that song.
You mean a good voice?
No, I don't like the way they sing that song. I don't like that song.
Angel Chavez said, good night, familia. Good night, brother, ya sabes. Francisco said, Alberto Beto, he's been gone, but we just found out that he passed away. Gracias, brother. Yeah, it's crazy. Sergio said, Yvonne, it's not mean, it's just honest. I've had the misfortune of hearing her. It's embarrassing.
Okay, well, Sergio,
Okay, Sergio.
you're embarrassing.
Alberto says, ZG, she's gonna block you, fool. Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. LOL. Big motherfucker said, good night, fam. Sergio
Good
quit.
night, everybody. Have a safe night.
Yep. Everybody have a good night. Thank you, guys. Hasta mañana or the next day. Buenas noches.
Be safe out there. Help one another. Take care of one another. Try and be a good human being.
Yep.
I know it's hard to sometimes, but if we try, it might make a difference.
Ronnie Luna said, I'm Mr. Travieso. I just did 20 years in Carolina. Stay up, homies. All right, brother. You too. Hopefully we can come in and tell us the experience, brother. Sergio said, I'm embarrassing, but at least I don't sing and pretend to be good at it. CG said, good night, all, and to all, a good night. Sergio said, big thank you. Órale,
All
we're out of
right,
here.
let's get out of here.
Buenas noches.
What?
So, buenas noches.
Buenas noches. You're not frozen. Stop. Oh my god. I know you're not, and you're gonna still try to act like you are, but you can't do it.
All right, we'll get it. I'm gonna get it. I gotta work on my breathing because that's fucking whoa.
No, you gotta work on your face. It has nothing to do with your breathing.
Ronnie said, see, I missed today. All right, brother. Simon. ZG said, I got your email, Crick. All good, brother. I'll still send the pics. Okay. But should be by tomorrow, brother. Sergio said, serio face. Orale.
Not that face.
What's that? What, did you get scared?
It looks like you're gonna rob me.
See that? I still got it.
Just a regular face.
All right. 1 hour just playing. Have a good night.
Looks like you're gonna rob my pudding.
Fuck you. Stop bringing up pudding. You know that wasn't the issue.
Does that hit a nerve?
Get your ass.
I think we should talk about it right now when we get off.
He said serio face, not psycho face. Ronnie Luna said, much respect. I love what you do. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I really do. Hopefully we can wrap some more. I'm on, I know you're looking on Facebook, but YouTube también might make it easier to get, so that way we can maybe get you on and talk a little bit. Chris Kringle said, Crick's down a Dr. Pepper before bed, loco. I got Jalitos tonight, bro. I'm down these right here. I just drank this one. So I got 2 more to go. They need a voice. Your singing hits a nerve, said Sergio. Ronnie Lewis.
Oh wow.
Ray Dilla said, hey, Cricket, ever heard from Mundo? You doing all right? Yeah. Mundo and I speak once in a while. He's doing good. Órale, we're out of here. Sorry. We're going way over. So I don't mean to cut anybody off. I apologize if I do.
Then say goodnight and shut it up.
Bitch ass up.
God, just goodnight, everybody, and then click it.
I'm a respectful individual. I don't just click on people. Okay?
So clicky. Click it.
I'm just saying.
You're not frozen. You're so dumb, I swear.
You thought, though, for a minute.
No, I didn't.
All right, I'm gone. All right.
idiot, for real.
Have a good night.